What's up, everybody? Coming at you on a boring Tuesday night with my box full of goodies. I got about an hour to kill, so I think I'm going to bang out something, or some things, simple today. I have these two what the instructions are calling RGB LED Gyro. Back in my day it was called the top, but these kids in their slang. Let's see if I can get them both done in an hour, and with that, let's get to making shit. As always, let's lay out our tools and supplies. You should know the rules by now. Also, let's check and make sure that everything is in the bag. Who doesn't love checking things off a list? Feels like accomplishment. And of course, here's what we're going to use today. For an added challenge, I'm going to time myself. Why? Because I have nothing better to do. With my expertise... Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm guessing it should take about 30 minutes each. For shits and giggles, I'm going to try my hand at actually explaining how this circuit works. This kit has no timing chip, so I was super curious on how the LEDs flash without one. So me being me, I taught myself electrical engineering over the weekend. I was told my diploma is in the mail. With the two batteries supplying 6 volts, we need something to limit the current. Why? Because these LEDs only need 2 to 4 volts. So enter the humble 1K resistor, or 1000 ohms. The LED has a forward voltage drop of roughly 2 volts. Well, the red one does. Blue and white take a bit more. So if we do the math, I did it, and I'm not showing my work. I haven't been in school in 30 years. Just trust me. The resistor takes the remaining 4 volts and converts it into heat across itself so that the LED doesn't burn itself out. And now we know why electronics get so hot. Got it? Good. Well, that explains how the LEDs light up. Now how do they switch on and off? Well, hello, friendly little transistor. In this circuit, the transistors are acting as switches. Super fast switches, but switches nonetheless. They're working together with the 1 mega ohm resistor. That's 1 million ohms, folks. And the 0.1 microfarad cap. That's not a lot of farads. The caps are charging and discharging voltage. That's what they do. They store energy to be released at a later date. They do other things too, but in this case, they're slowly, relatively speaking, building up energy or voltage. As the cap builds up this voltage, which is being trickled to it due to the 1 mega ohm resistor, when it hits the required voltage, it eventually switches the first transistor off and the second one on. And just to show off, it's doing it 14 times a second. So not actually slowly. And in a the more you know moment, and I'm not playing the clip, if you wanted to slow down the timing, you could just put a larger cap or a smaller resistor. Guess what happens if you put a larger resistor or a smaller cap? Science, bitch! So this thing is a vibration switch. It works well with vibration. In this case, when you spin the top, it looks like centrifugal force is pushing the spring onto a contact to close the circuit. And by closed, we electrical engineers mean that the circuit is complete or on. An open circuit would mean that the flow is broken or off. Well, all that's left is the battery holders and the batteries. We all know what those are. Oh yeah, and the 2-piece brass post that it rides on. Well, it rides on the screw that holds the brass post together, but you get it. And with that, it's done. Grab some batteries and give it a spin. Wow, look at that. Works first try. Who'da thunk it? I may be good at this. Now, because I'm geriatric and I always forget about something, I forgot to film how much time it took to put this together. Luckily, I have a whole nother one to put together. But I will tell you, it took about 27 minutes. Don't believe me? I got the timestamps to prove it. And now you know why this video is called 2 for Tuesday. Just more of the same. And if you don't get the reference, us old people used to listen to this thing called FM radio. It was an antiquated technology where we would have to listen to what someone else thought we wanted to hear. Usually broken up into genres like the rock station or top 40 and oldies. But real oldies, not like Queen of Metallica, like doo-wop and shit. Well anyway, on Tuesdays, the classic rock station would play 2 songs from the same artist, and call it 2 for Tuesdays. I would say streaming is better, but how do you kids find new music these days? I've been listening to the same 500 songs over and over again since the 90s. I'm not that bad. I got some new stuff in there too, but it's mostly late 90s and earlier. You know what? Just admit it, after 2005, music kinda sucked. So yeah, streaming for the win. Sorry, this is a making shit channel, not a music channel. I rant sometimes. So in the spirit of 2 for Tuesday, I give you the same thing from a different angle. Well, considering I explained everything while making the last top, I'll just go over some channel maintenance. I'm liking the every 2 week thing until I get faster at editing. Like, it took less than an hour to make these 2 tops, and like 10 or 12 hours to edit this video. Maybe more, considering I tried my hand at making a short out of this one. Yeah, that did not go well at all. I really don't get the YouTube algorithm. Maybe my tags suck. Or more than likely, my videos are being shadow banned because of how eloquent my speaking voice is, and the powers that be are just jealous. Look at that, the second one works first shot too. Here at Let's Make Shit, we're professionals. And by we, I mean me. And with that, my adventure is over. This one took 22 minutes, so I shaved off 5 minutes. Nice. And with that, this video is done. Enjoy some bad B-roll, as it's pretty hard to pick up these lights on camera. And I'll see you in the next one.